welcome to Smart CRM Coaching with Mona Karda, episode 21 on Tuesday, April the 19th, 2022. Enjoy. Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today's session is going to be on how to create a squeeze page for just reduced listings in your local market area. Okay, so we're going to go to the left-hand side of our KvCore. We're going to click on lead engine and we're going to scroll down to where it says build squeeze page. Okay, once we get to that, you will see on the very top, it says either build or history. So anything you do create here, you can go into history and view those links that you've made in the past, but we're going to stick to the build tab for now. You can build an IDX squeeze page through a multi-property, single property, seller squeeze, or market report, but we are currently going to use the just reduced listings in your local market area. Therefore, we're going to use multi-property. Now, you can either pick the location by entering it here, and you can use multiple locations, or you can draw a map. So I'm going to actually click on draw a map, and I'm going to put in my local market area, which is Mississauga. And here we have Mississauga. I'm just going to scroll out a little bit, or zoom out, I should say. And I'm going to hit on draw area. Therefore, I can pick the points of where I want to service Mississauga for just reduced. Okay, it's a little bit on the outskirts of Mississauga too, but that's okay. And then I'm going to click on apply selection. Okay, just going to give it a second. There we go. So now we have our map. It has been created. So now we're going to click on listing type. So what are some of the listing types that we want to see that have just reduced? So I'm going to pick multifamily, which is like our semi-detached. And I'm going to pick single family. And I'm going to pick townhome or townhouse. Okay, and price range. So if I'm looking for just reduced, I think I'm going to pick 2 million, because in our local market area, the average is kind of like a 1.3. So I'm going to say what has reduced, and the maximum is 2 million. Okay, and I'm going to leave minimum, because I think it's always good to see any range that you can get from 0 to 2 million. Okay, I'm also going to leave square footage, acres, beds, baths. I'm going to leave it all. Okay, but under options, I'm also going to leave walk score empty as well. I don't want to enter too much information. If I enter too much information, you're not going to get as many results. Okay, so you want your clients to look at as many listings as possible. You never know, they might compromise in certain areas that you didn't think that they were going to. So let them have that decision, that choice in finding, in viewing as many properties as possible and what they actually like. Okay, so options, I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click on not just listed, because that's normally what we would pick. I'm going to scroll down to reduced. So these are just reduced. Okay. If I scroll up here, it says source. So where am I planning to take this link? Am I going to have an ad spent on this link? Like, what is the goal behind it? And I'm going to literally put this on my Facebook, and I'm going to put it on my LinkedIn. Okay. And then I can always check on the left-hand side where it says business analytics, how many leads have I generated through my Facebook, and how many leads have I generated through my LinkedIn. Okay, hashtag, I'm going to put Mississauga here, because this is what we're doing right now. If any of the leads do come in, I want it to go into my database with a hashtag of Mississauga already. I also want it to be less 2M. So that means less than 2 million. Okay, I'm going to do that as well. And do I want any other hashtags? I could do reduced, but I'm not sure if having in my database just reduced is going to make a difference or not, or is going to help me in wanting to send a mass text or a mass email. So I'm going to leave that one out. Less 2 million will, because then I know someone's budget. If there's a property that's 1.5, I would want to send it to that hashtag because they would fall under that category. Facebook cover photo. So when you have this link and you decide to post this on your Facebook, there will be a cover photo that shows up. So you can pick from these categories. They've got use recent listings from your agency, even if it's outside the search results. So it may not be in Mississauga. Do you still want that property to be the Facebook cover photo? Or you can use like low priced listings from your agency, even if it's outside the search results, or you can use a high price listings from your agency, even if it's outside the search results, or use a random listing from your agency, even if it's outside your search results, or you can use a photo from a particular listing that you want. So I'm gonna maybe just click on, let's see here. I've never really played around with this, to be honest with you, to see which one actually works and which one doesn't. So let's test this now, because I am going to be doing some more squeeze pages in the next couple of weeks. So let's try to do use random listing from your agency, even if it's outside. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do just a random. Let's see what random shows up as. And or actually, no, I take that back. Let's do use a high price listing from your agency, even if it's outside your search results, because we are trying to pick something that's just reduced under 2 million. So some of the listings are going to be, quite big. So let's not quite big, but like, going to be a little bit more luxury type home. So let's see. I'm going to say use a high priced listing from your agency, even if outside search results. Okay, let's just check it out. Property views. Now, if I was going to take this link and share it to my database, I would be clicking on never for property views allowed before registration. My database is already registered in my database. Why would I ask them to re-register? So you want to be mindful of what your plan is and where you want to take this link. So in this situation, I want to actually post this to Facebook and I want to post it to my LinkedIn. And I'm not going to have any money for my ad spend. I'm going to use $0. I'm going to try to see what I can generate organically. Okay, so I'm going to click here and I'm going to say after 2. Okay, let's say they can view 2 listings. And then after when they're on their 3rd view, they have to be prompted to put in their registration information. Okay, then I'm going to click on generate link. You're going to get a direct link and a short link. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it says right here, squeeze page is saved. And I'm going to click on the short link. I'm going to copy and I'm going to go to my Facebook. And I'm going to open it up and I'm going to go to my page that I manage. And okay, perfect. And I'm going to click on create post in Facebook. And I'm going to paste the link right there. And remember, this is off your business page, okay? And this is the property that everyone's going to see as the Facebook cover. So here's my link. I can delete my short link because now it's already been embedded in the Facebook page. So now I want to think about what do I want to call this post. So just reduced in Mississauga, because that's my local market area. You could do just reduced in your local market area, right? So just reduced in Mississauga. Check this out. Okay. And I like to use my hashtags. Everybody knows these are hashtags that show up for your actual listings. Your like any post that you've ever created. If you just do hashtag Mona Karda, all of those will show up. So I like to just do Mona Karda and hashtag Mona Karda Mississauga. And I'm also going to do just reduced. And I'm also going to do Mississauga homes. Excuse me. Something is stuck in my throat. Excuse me. Okay, so there we go. We got this. It's all set up, and I'm going to hit on post. I'm going to give it a second. And you can also pick and choose like certain groups that you want to enter it in, but I'm going to leave that for now. And there you go. There is the listing. Now, if I wanted to boost this ad, I can literally click on boost the post, and that'll take me into my Facebook ads, and I can put a little bit money behind it and try to see what kind of ads, what kind of lead generation I can get from the ad money I spend. But if I go back to KvCore, and let's say, for example, I'm off this page here, okay? And I wanted to, I lost my link now. So I want to go back to find my link. I go to lead engine, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says build squeeze page. And I'm going to click on history. I've got quite a few here, but if you scroll all the way down, you'll see here, April 19th, here you go, multi-property polygon, Mississauga, less than 2 million. And I can literally just copy the link from here, okay? And I can go ahead and post it somewhere else. Now let's see what that link looks like. So let's open up a new URL and let's paste that link in there. Let's hit enter. And this is what your client sees, because technically we don't even know how many listings populated for this, and I went and saved it and shared it on Facebook already. What I should have done was opened up a URL first to see how many results actually showed up. Okay, that's the step before that one, so sorry about that. So here you can see 27 results in all areas for multifamily, single family, townhouse. And this was my map that I drew out. And basically for all areas, it means like the Mississauga area, because that's what I drew, okay? And you can see there's 27 results. Now, by default, my KvCore is set up as a map view. You don't have to have yours set up that way. You can actually have it by grid or list. But I also give the clients the opportunity of, having their choice of changing it to grid or list. So this is what map looks like. Okay, so they can see all the listings here. And if they wanted to go to grid, they can do that as well. And grid will look like this. Okay, more of a cleaner look. And if they wanted to view the list, they can also view it in a list format, so they get some more information on the right-hand side, okay? Again, it's preference and whatever you like. But all the properties that are just reduced are the ones that are going to show up. So let's go back to map, because I just like map. I like to see the location and where it is. So you can see here on the top corner, it says just reduced. Although this one doesn't, but it's in this category. Interesting. Because that's the same property as the first one. Okay, so double listing showed up here. And sometimes that happens here in our KvCore. Double listings do show up. It could be because they've made some changes or something was missing. For example, here I can tell the change was that they actually added the square footage. Okay, so you can see it says just reduced. Okay, guys, so this is how you create a squeeze page for your local market area and for the just reduced homes Okay. If there's any questions, I would love to open it up to some questions right now.